want to answer Ali's
feel
question
like,
earlier too
go
about
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'll be real quick. When she was asking, would you wife somebody that you had sex with on the first night? I wouldn't hold that against them. In fact, I probably hold it the opposite. If you created some arbitrary time in your head and was like, "Oh, I'm not sleeping with nobody before 3 months," and you, knowing you wanted to have sex, did not specifically so you could hold me to that 3 months, I would actually hold that against you
Go
personally.
ahead,
I,
Kennedy.
I feel
Agreed.
like, I mean, to be clear, like all this stuff about the people that dating us today and all this, let me tell you something. The game don't change, it's just the players, okay? So all the same stuff is being done like it was done 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It's just a different time. Yes, I do feel like some of the women today could be a little bit more aggressive and they're all free spirited, like, oh yeah, but we went through this already. The hippie stage in the 60s and all that stuff was already here before. Nothing nobody is doing is brand new.
That's
And
the court.
second of all, in terms of being friends, he specifically was talking
Who
about
you been?
just friends, people that can be man and female friends. No, they cannot, because at some point somebody develops some type of emotion where they're sexually attracted to the individual. If you feel like, okay, yeah, you don't want to be sexually attracted to that person because I just want to respect boundaries or whatever, that's fine. That's fine, but it's a lot of people that do not feel like they would do that, because once you're given an opportunity, even though you're trying to be respectful, if she says to you one day, I want to let you hit Trevor, and and y'all in a moment, and you're not gonna say, you ain't about to get up out the bed or get out the room, and she took all her clothes off, and you just gonna walk away. I just want to respect our friendship. You're not gonna do that. Most of the time, no. I've never heard of somebody just saying, "Oh, I just left her there," unless they were drunk or something, and they didn't want to take advantage of her while she was drunk. However, like I said, me being a respectable woman that I am, I've been in a scenario where I actually was just friends, never sexual, nothing, anything like that. They had a girlfriend. They enjoyed hanging out with me. They would also buy me flowers, buy me gifts. They would do nice
Oh, really?
gestures. They would do that just as my friend. Okay. And they said they enjoyed hanging out with me because I was cool. They said that they didn't like the fact that their girlfriend didn't take compliments, because they would say, "Oh, you look nice, Kennedy," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, thank you." So it was just the fact that I was just cool. What men I've seen don't really like is if you are a problematic person, have too much attitude or whatever, you got a lot of opinions and all this stuff. Not saying that you can't have one, but you just seem like you kind of come with a little drama. Those are the ones he's not going to take out. That's the one he's not. It's not because you're having sex with him. It's because you're drama, and you're not going to get taken out because you're drama. So, and then outside of that, like I said, if we're just friends, I have a friend right now, been friends for 15 years, and now there's like, oh, are you seeing someone? It's like, I don't want to mess up the friendship, so I'm not going to go there. The only time I see them is if we're hanging out at a party. And even at the party, if he gets a moment to say something when he's got me by him myself, after I said, well, why you wait till you get some liquor in you to start asking me if I like you? That kind of shit I don't like. So you're not a confident man. So any man that steps to me has to have confidence and knows what he wants. So even if we are dating, we get to the point where we decide we're dating. Dating and just being friends is two different things. Because if we're not married and we're still dating, we're still friends. You're friends until you're not, till you're married. So let's get that straight. Even with the commitment, you're still friends. So let's get it straight. So you got to know the difference and what roles you're playing in these situations. Because again, I'm going to say this one more time. You're always friends until you are married. I don't care if you live together. You're still friends until you're married.
I would say this,
I'm
Kenny.
done.
Can I say something real quick before you go,
I'm done.
Paris? Before I forget, real quick, I don't want to interrupt you, but I do want to say something.
Well, you
I
did.
want to say to Daryl, thank you, I appreciate it. To Daryl, he said he has a plethora of women. He has a lineup, and it's certain women that he won't refuse to take out. And I hear guys saying it, and I'm like, damn, do you have any self-esteem? Because why would I fuck with somebody I can't be seen in public with? That means that not only is their character fucked up, something wrong. Like either they
Come
ugly,
on.
so that means I'm getting my rocks off with some ugly heathen
Mhm.
dog looking. And I'm like, what kind of people do y'all fuck with that you can't have a drink in public? Y'all fucking with these hood rats with roaches on the wall for what?
Yep.
You say you making money, you got your credit score up. If you need help, I'll send you the credit repair letters in an email, baby. But you don't have to fuck with women you got to keep underneath the rug with the roaches. That's
Ali, these dudes be messing with ugly fat chicks, and these women be messing with broke dudes who don't have no car or don't have no money. So that's all they do is do Netflix and chill.
well, I don't know
I
about
hang
none of
out.
that. But
We
wait,
go out. My
let's
friends
let
hang
go.
out. Everybody's single, and it's whatever.
Right.
Like,
Like I have been at a
it's crazy.
restaurant, I've been invited by many celebrity, whatever. I want, and they paid the whole tab.
Oh, really?
I mean, let's hold up, like for real. So they paid the whole tab for everybody. So because we all come
together.
with that, we put that thing and we put it on. So also because I took a little notes because I knew y'all was talking. Oh, sex. We releasing drugs and chemicals, dopamine, endorphins, oxytocin.
Yep.
So those two, they look in love, they just on drugs. And so when a man and you and him exchange those type of chemicals, do you actually think that y'all can remain friends? And that's why men, after they have let you go and played you and broke your heart, they'll try to come back because they've you shared that chemical exchange, and they know you're gonna let them in again. So why would you think that you can have sex with a man and remain friends after exchanging that type of y'all on drugs? Like really,
So
and
you
he
don't
think
think
he can hit again.
it can happen?
So he looking at your man like, yeah, I hit that.
No, we're not. Because our man ain't. I'm just going to say this one more time on mute. We don't care. Our wife, our ex-girlfriend, yes. But just a chick that we cool with, we don't care. What don't y'all understand?
Yeah, I thought that doesn't matter.
Is it okay if I go
No,
there?
you do care that you can hit again. But go ahead.
Of
You
course.
good? You done, Ali? I just want to wait on you. Thank you. I was gonna say that I think that we really don't understand people's accessibility today. I think it's very easy for people to have access to sex without anything else. And that's common amongst adults today. It's not a man or a woman thing. There are women, which Andrea was speaking to earlier, and I think she said something to it last week, that they'll go into a situation and tell a man, I'm focused on myself. There is not anything else that I actually require from you except for a sexual companionship. And that happens without them having to go out and date. That happens without them having to text each other all the time. That happens without them having to get to know each other. Hell, they ain't even got to know each other last name. So when we try to place people's value, right? Or we try to place people's self-worth on the contingency of them just simply wanting sexual gratification, those things don't measure up because I mean, we all understand that one person won't be your everything. So when we're saying, oh, there are people who Netflix and chill, this, that, and the third, that's literally off the contingency of accessibility to people. Some people just got it like that. And it ain't got nothing to do with nobody having no damn roaches on the wall or being butt fuck ugly or having a wide back or anything like that. The reality of it is,
like what? Have it like what? Sleeping with women they are ashamed of? Because that's what I was saying. Like if you are ashamed, say for instance, like, okay, I got a roster of men. And I'm putting myself in a situation.
well, that's why I asked you if you was finished. So I was gonna say it so that way you would understand and you didn't have to ask me a question. So
that's why I interjected for clarification because I think you don't understand what I'm saying. I don't think you even listen to actually comprehend. I think you listen to respond. But go ahead.
No, well, that's fine what you think, but I wasn't finished. So if you let me finish, then you will understand that I wasn't speaking about people with insecurities or people who are ashamed of their partners. I was just simply speaking about
people who are on their own star player and they don't want a relationship. And that doesn't always look like that they're having sex with somebody who has low self-esteem or unattractive, because at this stage in life, we can filter that. I don't have to go and have sex with a man who don't have his own car or his own house. Ideally, most people are looking at those things before they even lay with a person now. So the reality of it is we're making all of these inferences and prejudgments when we're living in a very openly sexual reality in a society. And we don't have to always have that form of companionship just to get
Yeah,
sex.
I would like to touch on that.
We don't.
I would like to touch.